Hey guys, Jeff Monson here, and my friend and colleague Max, and so we're making a bunch of series of videos, and today we're showing back. We're showing the back position, and this honestly I'm starting with the back because it's my favorite position in jiu-jitsu and grappling. I've been known for the north-south. Obviously, it's part of back and chokes. So the reason I like back so much is because I was always a nice guy. I didn't want to hurt someone's arm and stuff in practice. I definitely wanted people cranking my arms. But a choke is so nice because I had a whole bunch of fights, MMA fights or whatever, even jiu-jitsu matches, where I get a choke, I choke the guy, and then afterwards you shake hands because he just tapped out and there's no problem. So, but anyway, seriously, the choke, getting the back and choking is my favorite position because when you get the back, you're attacking them. They're completely on the defensive. They can't simultaneously defend themselves and attack you. They need to escape, regain position, and then start an attack on you. When you have someone's back, they're completely, it's completely defense on their part. So you're attacking. And guys, another thing, I know this is, we're talking about jiu-jitsu. We are making a video, jiu-jitsu for MMA. But one of my pet peeves is when somebody gets the back, they get the hooks in, they get their control, and they sit there and ground and pound or the jiu-jitsu match, and they don't finish. They're just happy getting their points or getting control. And like in MMA, they pound, the guy blocks, and then they regain, they end up in mount or in guard again. And in jiu-jitsu, maybe the guy gets out, or they just stay there for the match ends that way. Man, when you get the back, you gotta finish. That's what the principle of jiu-jitsu is finishing the fight, and that's what we want to push here. We're not looking to score 2-1, 3-2 wins, or get the back and you win. Obviously winning is winning, but we want to finish the fight. So when I get the back, I'm in great position, like I said, because I'm attacking him and he's only defending at that point. So saying that, I need to keep him in that position. I need to keep his back. Okay, that means I need to control him. I need to control his hips. All of jiu-jitsu, so much of it is controlling the hips. And you see other tutorials and people talking and master class and all this stuff. And there a lot of the guys are going to say the same thing. And if you've done jiu-jitsu long enough, you understand it's really about controlling the hips. If you control the hips, you're controlling your opponent. This is the same for a lot of martial arts. In wrestling, the same way. If you control the guy's hips, you're controlling him. Judo, obviously controlling the hips, you're going to get your throw. So in jiu-jitsu, guys, we want to control the hips. If you control the hips, you can keep the back and you can work. Part of the philosophy here, guys, is I don't want to work to keep him on his back or to keep the back position. I want to use my arms, my leverage, my strength to try to submit him, to choke him. I don't want to be trying to keep him down, using my appendages, basically keeping him down. And if I'm using my effort and my strength to keep him down, then I'm not able to finish the fight. So you see that a lot. So I need to control him. And so we're going to show controlling the hips when I get my opponent down. So, Matt. So we're going to get dog position here. Guys, the first thing I want to show is normally, okay, when I get dog position, first of all, I always want to be chest to back. Okay? My chest on his back. And I want to be off my knees. And this is really important because if I'm on my knees, that means my weight is on the ground and not on my opponent. I want my opponent always to carry my weight. And this is one of the principles that we'll go over when we talk about passing and top position. But since we're talking, being on top is part of back position. So I want to be all my weight on my opponent. And if I'm on my knees, my weight's not on my opponent. Okay? So, guys, typically, what you see when people get their back, they're trying to put the hooks in, but they start with the seatbelt. And the reason you do a seatbelt is because if I'm under both if I'm around his waist and not over one of his shoulders, he's under no, he's not stressed at all because there's no choke. There's no danger of me choking him. If he were to stand up, or something like this, it's all my arms to try to keep him down, maybe my weight. But there's no defense that he has to worry about because there's no choke. But here, with the seatbelt, why people like this is because now he has to worry about this come in at any time. Boom, it's right there. And he has to defend it. He has to respect this. If he were to stand up, just stand up, I'm gonna choke him. Okay? So he's got to sit out, he's got to use his arms, he's got to defend. But I have to put my hooks in because I'm not going to be able to choke him without my hooks in. Okay? And that's where this is a disadvantage because this is a great position. I've got his back. Okay? But until my hooks are in, or hook, I don't have anything really. Okay? Because he's going to defend, he's going to block me, we're going to fight, maybe he's going to sit out. We're in this position, okay? But he's going to fight. It's kind of a dogfight at this point. I have to put my hook in safely. He's going to try to catch it, stuff like that. So what I prefer, and I want to give credit where credit's due. So two-time All-American, a national champion wrestler, Steve Mako from America, top team. So we were wrestling and doing jiu-jitsu grappling like probably a year and a half ago. And when he got my back, I was blocking, make sure he put hooks in. He was destroying me. He was taking my arm and getting me down and then cranking my arm and ended up on my back and more south of me all of a sudden. I'm like, whoa, what the heck is going on? So we kind of like played with it a little bit. And so this is really wrestling like as part of jiu-jitsu. It's like a combination. Guys, it's not jiu-jitsu, it's not wrestling, it's grappling, right? It's a combination of the best of all these sports. So instead of putting my seatbelt in, what I'm going to do is this is just a simple spiral ride, okay? And so I'm going to put myself in a good position with the spiral ride. So I'm going to be chest to back. I'm going to have my weight on my opponent, okay? Now, my forearm is going to be right here on my opponent's leg, on the inside of his leg. I'm extending it. It's very important that my arm is extending. It's like it's a brace that I'm trying to trip him over. This arm, and this is a big mistake when I teach this. A lot of guys try to put this, my arms are too short, but try to put it around the neck. I don't want it around the neck. I don't want it grabbing the arm. I want it like a knife. Like this, under his arm, like a knife. Okay? And you'll see why this is important in a minute. To have my arm here like this. So this arm's here. This arm's underneath this shoulder. Now guys, all my weight's on him. All my weight's on him. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run. And I'm going to run in this direction. Okay? I'm going to run in this direction. Now watch what happens when I run in this direction. Here, I'm running in this direction. Look what happens. I take him off his base. Okay? Right now, if he's in dog, he's got four. He's got both arms and on his knees and legs. He's got four bases here. This is taking away one. This is taking away two. When I'm going this direction, this arm is useless. This leg is useless because I'm going that way. He's basically trying to hold himself up with one arm. I'm running him over his arm at that angle. So one arm trying to keep up his body as I'm running him over that arm. And look, his arm isn't set. I'm not going to the side because his arm's to the side. Look, he can put his arm out this way. When I go this direction, he's not able to put it out there in time to block himself. Okay? So this is really important, guys. So this is what this looks like from just this part. When I'm running, look how his legs are going to come up. And I'm tight right here. Always, always, always. My body is tight on his body. Tight, tight, tight. It's always important. It's one of the principles we'll talk about later when we're doing the passing. but we just said chest to back. Always, my weight's on him, I'm always tight. I don't give him space. If I give him space, that gives him the opportunity to get out, to roll out, to do some freaky stuff that these guys that are more athletic than me can do. So, chest to back, inside to side, under, like this, like a knife. Now I'm running, look, I'm running right this direction. And look what happens when I run. Run. Guys, I'm not going to my side, okay? I'm giving up everything if I go to my side. Here, this is 50-50. Who can get up faster, okay? When I take him over, I'm using my body. I'm keeping tight and using my posture. I'm ending up on my knees and using my posture to block his momentum. Now look, I'm chest to back. I'm still chest to back. So now my chest is on his back and I can drive him, okay? So, guys, I also want to show, here, face the camera. Guys, I can change directions too, as long as my weight's on him and I put my pressure towards him. Look, I'm having here, he feels, I can switch. It's that quick. Boom. I can switch to this direction and take him over to the left side or the right side. Okay? I'm not pinned to going one way or the other. And sometimes if I'm here, okay, if I have my seatbelt in, he knows I want to take him this way. Okay? He knows I'm going to take him this way. Okay, this way, this direction, I'm going to here, hop down. And guys, look how important it is that I'm upright. If I go down to my side, like I said, I'm in a back position here. Okay, I want to keep the back. I want to keep my chest on his back at all time and keep my posture. Okay, back here. Okay, guys, so now, what do I do when I take him down? I'm here. Okay, I'm going to go here. Take him, I'm chest to back. Okay, look what happens every time I take him down this way. This arm will come here. Every single time. And why? Because he's stopping his face from hitting the mat. If I were to take him down and he did put his arm here, he would fall right on his face. And that's not going to happen. So he's going to put his arm here to block himself from falling down, from his face hitting. And I know this. So when I take him, boom, I drive forward and I grab this arm. I'm grabbing this wrist. Okay? Now, when I grab the wrist, I'm coming forward, chest to back. All my weight's on him. Look how I'm posturing. I'm not laying him like this. Guys, this is a bad position. Okay? Because look, I can't use my arm. Because my arm, I have to push up. Okay? I want to be here. Look at my posture. I'm posturing my back up. Now, if I were MMA, something I could fight, okay? But in jiu-jitsu, I can use this arm now. If I'm laying over and my weight's coming forward, I just handcuff myself from the advantage that I have. So, when I take him down, look, I'm driving my pelvis into him. Here. Okay, again. Here. I'm driving over. Boom. I'm grabbing that wrist. Now I'm driving forward. Driving forward. Driving forward. Now he's flat. Okay? When he's flat, I'm going to take this leg, step over, or between, how you like. It's comfortable. It doesn't matter. I like coming all the way over. Okay? Now I really am chest to back, and I really can drive into him. So now I'm going for the choke. So what I do, guys, this hand, not here trying to dig in, this hand comes up. I have leverage. When I come up, I'm strong. So now I'm going to come down like a bird of prey. I'm coming down. Even if he blocks me, I still have my strength because I'm coming in. As soon as my hand gets in, watch what I do with my body. I drive forward again. Look how I've come over his head. Now all my weight, I can feel all my weight in my rib cage. It's right here on his upper back. Okay? Again. Driving in, I'm grabbing, driving forward. I've got all my pressure on him. I'm stepping over. This arm's coming up. I'm using my leverage. This is not arm against arm. This is my leverage, my weight coming down on his arm. And he's weak. He's weak. He's on his elbow. He's only using his forearm to defend me. This is not his big muscles. I'm using my whole arm and shoulder and my weight coming down. As soon as it sinks in, guys, now it's very important. If I were to try to choke him from here, I'd only be using my arm. But I come forward. Look at my chest. My head's over his head. Now I'm using all my weight, my power. I'm going to grab the gable grip and choke. So face the camera. Pull. Grab. Drive. Okay. Stepping over. This hand coming up. Two. Now look, I've come up, this thumbs up. Guys, now I'm driving forward. This arm is useless for him now. Okay? I don't need to have any more. It's not, you can't protect him anymore. I'm doing the gable grip, guys. The gable grip. All five of my fingers here. And now I'm coming forward. You guys, it's a very, very, very powerful choke because I'm pulling and I'm pushing down with my chest and my head, and I'm pulling at the same time. I'm using all my body. It's like I'm like some weightlifting exercise where I'm able to pull and push using all my back, my chest, my arms, all, and my head all at the same time, and he's just got his neck. So I'm going to win this battle. So remember, guys, when you come at the gable grip also, remember, all five fingers, and why is it for, look, this grip, fingers, is not strong. All five, I'm grabbing my knob right here, the end of my thumb, and I'm grabbing right here, this knob right here. It's two grips, one grip, two grips, and I've got a knob on each end, so it's like this is the most powerful grip in sport, in martial arts. So use this grip, okay? So that's number one. That's my first, I look for this all the time. This is my go-to when I get this position. But it's very, very important. The principles again. My chest is on his back, okay? I'm inside of his leg. I'm under his arm like this, and I can switch. Look guys, when I switch, all my weight, all my chest, everything is still pinned to his back. He feels me switch to feel the direction, but he doesn't feel any let up of the weight. If he feels a let up on the weight, that's an opportunity to move. All these positions I show, guys, I never want to give an opportunity for him to move, for him to have space. When I'm on top, no space. Never, no space. That's one of the principles, again, that we'll go over. If I give him space, I give him the opportunity to get out. If I'm tight and I do the technique correctly, even if I make a mistake, as long as I'm tight and keep my weight on him, it's going to be very difficult for him to get out. He's not going anywhere. Okay, I control the position. And guys, what's so great about this is you see how much effort I'm using to keep him down, like zero. I'm using my weight instead of my strength, my leverage and my weight to keep him down. And that way I'm able to get in the choke and finish the match without using strength and hoping to catch him or trying to like quickly, get this in really quick before he moves. I don't have to worry about any of that. I give him a bad position, and then I can leisurely take my time and grind him, put the pressure on him, get him in a position where I can get that arm in, and then use my whole body to finish the choke. Good.